and welcome to your messages for the week. Today is Monday, the 10th of March 2025, so I am a little bit later than usual, but then the messages for March were a little bit later than usual. Oh, that one wanted to come out. Better late than never seems to be my phrase for March. Very unusual for me. Um, okay, if you haven't seen those messages for the month of March, link in the description, video in the end screen. They were all about, there were three threes. Yes, we had the three threes. And so they were all about celebrating, forgiving, and collaborating. Yeah, which felt, yeah, apt. I think it's been a very I don't know whether it's astrological or just solar flares. I don't always know what's going on behind the scenes. But I just know that a lot of people have been having um, emotional roller coaster. They've been on an emotional roller coaster, and it's so important to honor those emotions. And a lot of people have been having, aha moments and just feeling like something is brewing. And it is. It's like we are nurturing the creation of the new earth. So it's interesting. And a lot of things are falling away. I've definitely been experiencing this. A lot of things are falling away. And there's almost like this anticipation that what's coming in to replace it, which is why cleansing is so important on all energy levels. Physically, detoxing, um, also your environment, throwing away anything that you don't need anymore, um, but also on an emotional level, of course, and on a mental level, releasing those thoughts and those beliefs about yourself, about the world, about others, the judgments, all of that. Let it go, because where we make space, it will naturally fill with pure consciousness, which will ultimately raise our frequency and expand us into higher levels of consciousness. So we have four cards. Should we dive straight in? Yeah, I'm not surprised to see it. We have the Ace of Swords. So the Ace of Swords is telling us that this desire that we have to detox on a physical, emotional, mental level within our bodies and in our environments, is leading to this aha moment. People are having aha moments, and it could be things, inspirations coming in that you've basically wanted to realize since you were a child. Okay, which is exciting because now you know why you were dreaming about it as a child, because it was your destiny. But maybe you got a little bit, you had to wade through the complexity to get to the simplicity. That's how I look at life sometimes. Um, but also these aha moments very often can be things that you never dreamt of. I've said many times that if you had told me 10, 15 years ago that I would be reading tarot online and in a tent in the garden, I would not have believed you. And I would have just thought you were crazy. Little did I know it was me that was going to be doing it and being that crazy lady. So yeah, very often these inspirations, these aha moments, are realizations that like we need to do something, and it might not be something that our human actually wants to do. Sometimes I get those truth bumps that come through me. Goosebumps, some people call them, but I call them truth bumps. What is actually happening when we have those is it's a resonance, it's an energetic resonance to your divine truth. Doesn't mean it's true for everybody, of course, but your divine truth. It means something is that feeling of excitement that makes you feel those truth bumps is actually your soul telling you that you are connected to your destiny, that you are connected to your divinity, that whatever it is that you're doing or saying or expressing is pure destiny. It's your pure light coming through. And sometimes when that happens, we don't even know why or what. I remember it happening. Must have been about 3 years ago now, when my good friend Liz and I were sitting in somebody else's, another friend's tent. And Liz said to me, you're going to have to get a tent. I had no plans to get a tent. It never crossed my mind. Why would I need a tent? But she said those words while we were sitting in our friend's tent. Funny enough, it was on the 22222 day. And I just had this wave of energy come through me. And it was a realization that I had to get a tent. And I did. But at that time, I didn't even know the garden retreat existed. I just knew I had to get a tent. And so in the beginning, I thought, oh, well, that's obviously for me to do yoga classes or for my son to do sound baths, you know. I didn't know we would be hosting events and stuff like that. But those truth bumps just made me think, oh, I've got to do it. The same thing happened actually when I had the realization that I had to write a book, my first book. Um, I was always, I always believed one of my synchronicities was that when a dragonfly, floats in front of me, especially when I'm swimming in the pool, the dragonfly would float in front of me. And that was always a sign that whatever I had been thinking, I needed to heed. And what I had been thinking on this particular occasion was to write a book. And then I went straight into, of course, I can't write a book. Who wants to read what I have to write? What would I say? I don't know how to publish a book. I wouldn't even know where to begin. So I dismissed it. And then the dragonfly came back with another dragonfly. And they were playing and dancing, and there were bright colors, in front of me as I was swimming. And I was like, oh no, I have got to write a book. Okay, I could find out how to publish it. I could just start and see what comes out. I could write about the things that I blog about, because I had written a couple of blogs. And I thought maybe I'll just put a series of blogs together. I don't know. Nah, that's a silly idea. My blogs are already out there. No, that's not. And I dismissed it again. And obviously, I'm the creator of my own reality. And so I then created three dragonflies, and that's quite rare. I often see two of them together, but to see three, and they came and danced in front of me while I was swimming. And I was like so surprised. And I was like, oh my God, they're really telling me I have to write this book. And I knew I had to write it. I had that feeling, that wave of energy, the realization. That's what this card is all about. It's like a breakthrough, it's a realization. And I remember getting out of that pool. Actually, a little part of me felt quite heavy because although it was an enlightening experience, I realized that I had to write a book. And that was not at the time an easy it was a challenge that I believed, as Deborah, was beyond me. I didn't know how to go about doing it. I didn't know what I was going to write, but I just knew I had to. And so I felt almost like the heaviness of the duty, the responsibility, or what have you. So I do remember feeling that, but there was a lightness to it because I just knew that I was being told to do it. So therefore, once I sit down, it will come effortlessly and joyfully and easily. And it did. Well, the first book did. So this aha moment, it's a realization. So something's coming in. So you might have done an activity, enjoyed an activity somewhere, and surprised yourself at how much you enjoyed it. Surprised yourself at how easy you found it to be. It could be something like you might have gone to an art workshop for the first time, like your first art lesson since leaving school, maybe. And then you realize, oh my God, I really enjoyed this. And it wasn't, look what I produced. It was better than I expected. And then you've just got this, you know, irresistible urge to go to another workshop. Let's do a bigger course, a longer course, a more in-depth course. Let's expand it out. I want to learn about oils and watercolors and different kinds of, portraits, landscapes, I don't know what. And then that inspiration just grows. But if someone had said to you 2 years ago, however long, you're going to be an artist, you would have just laughed. That's just another example. It's the same with a musical instrument. Well, I've never played a musical instrument, so why would I be able to play it now at my age? That's not the question. The question is, why are you inspired to play that musical instrument? Why are you inspired to do what you're doing? I mean, the consciousness level of humanity has risen so much now. So it's like everything is possible. And some of these things, this is my point, some of these things are latent dreams within us, dreams that we had as children, or dreams that we've developed over time. But some of them aren't. Some of them are things that we had no idea about, like the examples that I've given in my own life. So, yeah, when you're sitting down writing your goals, I don't know, I've never really done that. And I think I've said it many times, it's because when you list your goals in life, it's all coming from your mental programming. You know, it's like you have a destiny. Your soul chose its journey. Your soul chose its destiny. It's the free will of your higher self. And when you're in alignment with that destiny unfolding, which was February's messages, when you're in alignment with it, it feels so inspiring. Your life will be full of aha moments because you're being guided to fulfill that destiny. And when we are in alignment with our true divine nature, it feels inspirational. It feels like a breakthrough. It feels exciting. So yeah, there you go. Look, we've got the karma card. And there's the sword again. Oh, yes, truth bumps. So this inspiration is part of your karma. I mean, when I say karma, it's orchestrated beyond this lifetime. That's what I want to say. Justice card is a major arcana card. Justice. I mean, it's justice that you receive your divine abundance. There is a divine abundance for everybody. It's your birthright because when you express this inspiration within your human experience and you align with that divinity, you align with your destiny, you allow your destiny to unfold through you, through your joys. It's not a hardship. You know, you might feel like sometimes you're working hard, but when you're doing this kind of work, it's such a joy, it energizes you. It makes you feel lighter, makes you feel more excited. And of course, when you're doing that, that's going to be reflected back to you. So you're going to meet such motivated people. So you're going to meet people that are in alignment with their destiny. And then you come together because what were the messages for March? Celebrate who you are and all of this. Forgiveness is always important, and collaborate. Collaborate with those people that are also, because you might think, okay, some of the things that you want to do, you might need to outsource something. Like, for example, you might be a writer, you might be writing a book, and you might want to produce that book as an animation film. So you've got a choice there. You can either learn animation, which is a big thing on its own, or you find somebody whose destiny it is to be an animator. And you will find the right people at the right time for the right job. We know that. And then you collaborate. And that's why it's a co creation. And that's all part of our destiny as well. It's our destiny to meet certain people in our life. We know this, don't we? Haven't there been people that have crossed your path? Sometimes just for a summer, sometimes just for a season, sometimes for life. Could even just be a day. Could be a smile that someone gave you when you really needed it. I remember that. Yeah, I remember that really clearly, actually. It was the day that my father passed, and my son was 3 years old. And it was the first day my son told me he loved me. You see, there's no coincidences, are there? I took him to the beach, and I didn't have much. We just had a bucket and a spade. I didn't have any food or anything with us. And there was a family that let him play with their little dinghy on the water there. And then there was another family that shared their lunch with us. I don't know. I just remember that. The whole day was floaty. And then at the end of it, my son told me he loved me for the first time. And my dad had passed that morning, and you just think, yeah, you know, these things happen. It's all orchestrated. Everything's orchestrated. We just need to flow and float and receive, and understand there is a collaboration there, even with strangers, even with strangers, because you are the creator of your own reality and you're creating whatever it is that you need in the now moment. If you need that smile when you're feeling down, you will create somebody to share that smile with you, to help lift you. Yeah. So this card, because karma is very much about past lives as well and other lives, and we are everything. We are the whole universe in one human being, right? So yeah, so don't be surprised if there's like a mingling of threads in the tapestry, as I often say. So the justice card is, yeah, the justice of you receiving your divine abundance, which comes when you are in alignment with your destiny. And um, cards are face down. Look, you've got the judgment card. I mean, it's so, yeah, couldn't make this stuff up. Archangel Gabriel is calling you. He's calling you. He's waking up the dead because we were not aware that we had these skills in us. We are not aware that we have the ability to tune into energy in this way, that we are actually all telepathic, we're all natural healers, we're all intuitive, and we're all able to follow our hearts and to follow our excitement and to follow our aha moments. So Archangel Gabriel, this is the card about life purpose. It's a major arcana, so it's powerful, and it's about spiritual awakenings. So, yes, so whatever this is, it is your life purpose. We're in 2025 now. I mean, a lot of the inspirations that we've experienced during our life up until now have been what I would call stepping stones. They're stepping stones, right, to get us where we are, because we needed to have a little bit of education in this. We needed to have this experience so that we understand the spiritual lessons, when they come. So there's all these sort of like stepping stones. But now in 2025, it's your life purpose. You're living it now. You're living it now. I mean, it's always our life purpose to be who we really are. But now I think there's something greater and grander because we are creating the new earth. We're creating heaven on earth. And we create it by raising our own level of consciousness to that of Christ levels of consciousness. And this is our life purpose, fulfilling our destiny and tapping into that divine abundance, which is available to all of us in our own unique way. So you're not going to tap into your divine abundance the same way that I tap into mine, or the same way that the next person taps into theirs. No, mine's going to come my way, yours is going to come your way. And it's going to come by following your excitement, following your inspiration, following your aha moments, by letting your destiny unfold, by knowing and understanding that everything is orchestrated and it's orchestrated for your highest good. It's orchestrated for your own benefit. I mean, what's going to make you feel the most emotional fulfillment, the most joy, the most peace, the most contentment, the most loving, and the most abundant, financially abundant, health, health abundant, abundant in good health, abundance in joy and happiness. What's going to make you have all of that is you fulfilling your own destiny and following your own excitement and trusting, because that's your life purpose. Your life purpose is to do that. Oh my God, what these are amazing cards, because the last one is the Two of Cups. And the Two of Cups is about meeting the people on your path that are going to help you. That could be lovers, it could be spouses, it could be good friends, it could be, like I've already said, a person just for a day, the smile that you needed when you were down, the person just that you met when you were on holiday somewhere. Maybe you've been on a retreat, or you've been to a workshop, and the energy, this happens a lot in the garden retreat. We get certain people together and then the energy's off the scale, and it's so clear to me when I see it that the right people come at the right time for the right reasons, which is why people often leave exchanging phone numbers, and they've made friends for life. That maybe not for life, it could be a season, right? But for whatever they're working on at that time, those people have come in to support them, to help them, to make it fun, and to make it collaborative. And that's what this card is saying. It's so healing. This is the healing sign of Hermes healing star. And the cups, of course, is spirituality, intuition, creativity, and creating together. This is your soulmates. I mean, it can be a romantic connection, but it doesn't have to be. It's all the people that are supporting you. It's all the people that are loving you. It can be sometimes the people that are triggering you to help you cleanse those negative emotions. Or maybe the ones that have collaborated by being perpetrators, so that you can learn the lesson of forgiveness. That's a theme for March. So it's all soulmates, it's your soul family. We always choose to incarnate very often with the same soul family to play different roles in life, so that we can experience everything. That's what the universe wants to do. We're fractals of the universe wanting to experience itself in its entirety. So I'm experiencing being a tarot card reader this lifetime. I might want to experience next time being very cynical about tarot cards. I don't know. Mind you, I think I did a lot of that in my earlier life, this lifetime. But these are soulmates that are coming in to help you on your path. So you don't have to be lonely. So let's just use my example. When I got out of the pool and I felt like a little bit, oh my God, I've got to write a book. I actually went online. I don't know how I found it. It just came to me. I found the self-publishing school. It was called Self-Publishing School, and it was just a program that you can follow that supported you in everything you needed to know about self-publishing. And some people used it to actually help with the writing stage. I didn't need help with that bit. I needed help with the actual, now what do I do with it? How do I get it online? How do I get it, up on Amazon? How do I actually get it into a physical book? But it helps you with everything. The people to help you with the book covers, the formatting, the editing, the publishing, the whole works. And it just came into my reality. And there it was. And I looked at the course and I thought, okay. And I had the money that it was asking for, and I was like, yeah, I'm inspired. I'm going to go for it. I'm going to go for it. And just in case you haven't read it yourself, if you want to read the first book, which is called Heal Yourself to Happiness, the PDF version is actually free to download from my website at deborahjanesatin.com. The paperback is available on Amazon, and there's my second book as well, available from Amazon. Links in the description. So, yeah, this is powerful. This is powerful. This is now, whatever you're being inspired to do now is your creation of your heaven on earth. This is heaven on earth in creation. Heaven on earth is in formation. It's being manifested. Heaven on earth in manifestation. There we go. That's what I want to say. Heaven on earth in manifestation, because you are bringing it in, because you are following your inspiration. You're following your excitement. You're following this aha moment, this new way of looking at things, and you're following your destiny. And it's just because you've got to tap in to everything that you need when you need it. It's your life purpose. It's your life purpose. It's a spiritual awakening. It's 2025, and you're waking up those dead parts of you that have been dormant, that you haven't been activating. Now you've cleared out, remember? We've cleared out and detoxed on a physical, emotional, and mental level. And now in that space is coming everything we need. We're coming beautiful thoughts about the way our life can be and is, beautiful emotions to accompany it, because we're looking without judgment at people. So we're replacing any judgments, any negative judgments, with love and compassion, looking at the world today with love and compassion, not resentment, because this is why forgiveness is a big deal in March, because we want to look at everybody and everything and love what is, as Byron Katie would say. Love everything as it is, offering love and compassion to those that need it, those that are operating from a lower level of consciousness, those that are operating from a place of fear, from a place of anger, from a place of despair. anxiety or grief, we're offering love and compassion. And that's going to help them raise their frequency. And we've got the people coming in to help us. We've got everything we need coming in. And so everything we need is going to come in on a physical level in our physical world because we've shifted our thinking and our emotions. We can believe in miracle. We believe in our own power, believe in our own divine abundance, understanding how the universe is created and your role in it without being too attached to anything in the material world. Play your role, play your part in the material world without being too attached to your role in the material world. So that's really beautiful. So that, yeah, we raise our emotions, we raise our thinking, and then that gets manifested in the physical world with everything we need coming in. And that's how we live our destiny. That's how we live our life purpose. And it's becoming really clear. And it might be, as I said, something you've always dreamed of. It might be something that you never imagined in a million years. And it's so falling into place because I keep getting the message, as I've said before, that something is going to be happening in your life, in our lives, in the summer of 2025 that we cannot even imagine now. So everything is exceeding our expectations and going beyond our imagination. So let's not dismiss this. That inspiration, that excitement, that joy, let's not dismiss it. Let's fill every fiber of our being with the love and excitement, fulfilling our destiny by being who we came here to be, trusting that it's already orchestrated. And life was never meant to be a struggle. Life was never meant to be difficult. We were just meant to be that person who we came here to be. And when we do that, we tap into our divine abundance. When you've got everything you want and everything you need, that's abundance. Galore, galore, I have everything I need and more. Should we say it together? Galore, galore, I have everything I need and more. Beautiful, beautiful. Galore, galore, I have everything I need and more. We have everything we need and more. So when you have this inspiration, don't dismiss it. And if it makes you feel a little bit, really, like that, just take a breath, take a step, everything you need will come in. It has to, because it's orchestrated that way. And on a soul level, you chose it to be that way. On a soul level, you chose it all. And you also chose to forget. Now we're remembering, right? Remember the love that you are. Thank you for getting to the end of the video. I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Have a fantastic week. Bye for now.